Daniel stood in front of the bathroom mirror in his small East London flat. It was late. Everything was quiet. Just the low hum of the city outside and the flickering bathroom light above him. He looked tired, like any normal night after work. He lifted his hand slowly, but the reflection lifted it first, 2 seconds earlier. Daniel froze instantly. His hand was still mid-air, but in the mirror it was already lowering back down. The reflection wasn't delayed, it was ahead. It kept moving for a second longer than him, then suddenly stopped and went perfectly still, like nothing had happened. Daniel stepped back. No. The reflection didn't react. It just stared back at him, calm and normal again. But Daniel knew what he saw. Earlier that day, nothing seemed unusual. Daniel Carter was 28, living alone in East London, working a normal office job. His life was routine: wake up, work, come home, repeat. That's why what started happening didn't make sense at all. It began in the bathroom mirror while he was brushing his teeth. He noticed his reflection blinked slightly before he did, just a fraction of a second. He stopped brushing. The reflection didn't. It kept going for a moment longer. Daniel laughed nervously, telling himself he was just tired. Sleep deprivation, he muttered. But as he leaned closer to the mirror, the reflection leaned in first. That made him step back. Later that night, he tested it properly. He stood completely still in front of the mirror, watching carefully. Nothing happened for a few seconds. Then the reflection smiled. Daniel didn't. He immediately turned the bathroom light on. When he looked again, everything was normal, perfectly synced. He turned the light off. The reflection was already staring at him again, waiting, like it knew. Daniel stopped using mirrors after that. He covered the bathroom mirror with a towel, covered the wardrobe mirror, even avoided looking at his phone screen too closely. He told himself if he didn't see it, it wasn't happening. But at 2:11 a.m., his phone lit up even though it was face down on the table. A reflection of himself appeared on the black screen, smiling. Daniel wasn't smiling. Then a message appeared without any notification. "You're checking too much." Daniel sat up in bed immediately. "Who is this?" he whispered. The reply came instantly. "You already know." The next morning, Daniel avoided every reflective surface he could. He took longer routes to work, avoiding shop windows, car mirrors, anything that could reflect him. But it didn't matter. It was everywhere. In a spoon at a cafe, his reflection reacted a second early. In a train window, he saw himself turning his head before he did it. In a shop display, he was already walking before he started walking. No one else seemed to notice. Only him. That night, he couldn't take it anymore. He went back to the bathroom mirror. He stood there, waiting, still. Then the reflection spoke, not through movement, through his mouth, but without him moving at all. "You're wasting time watching me." Daniel stepped back instantly. "Stop this." The reflection tilted its head slightly. "You always hesitate like this." Daniel's breathing got heavier. "What are you?" A pause. Then the reflection answered, "I'm what you were supposed to be." Daniel shook his head. "That doesn't make any sense." The reflection stared at him for a long moment. "You delay everything. Decisions, actions, life. I don't." Daniel backed away slowly. "You're not real." The reflection smiled slightly. "I already am." Daniel ran out of the flat into the cold London night. Rain was falling now, streetlights reflecting off the wet pavement. He tried to breathe normally, but every reflective surface he passed showed something wrong. A shop window showed him already turning his head before he did. A car mirror showed him standing still while his real body was still moving. It was always a few seconds ahead. He stopped outside a closed shop window and stared at it. The reflection stopped too, turned, looked directly at him. But Daniel hadn't turned yet. He whispered, "No, This isn't happening. The reflection in the glass smiled and silently mouthed words he couldn't hear. I already finished today. Daniel stepped back. What does that mean? His phone buzzed in his pocket. One message, no name. Everything you were going to do, I've already done it better. Daniel shook his head. No, I'm still me. The reflection in the window stepped closer. Too close. Impossible close. Like the glass didn't exist anymore. It whispered silently again. You're behind me now. Daniel froze, and for the first time he realized something terrifying. Every reflection he had seen today wasn't copying him. It was leading him. His phone lit up one last time. A calendar opened automatically, every task marked as completed, even things he hadn't done yet. Then one final message appeared. Don't worry, I'll keep living your life properly. Daniel looked up slowly, and for the first time, the mirror was empty. No reflection, just glass.